bantamweight matchup between Julianna Peña and Valentina Shevchenko. Well, she's one of the best in the women's game now and historically. Valentina Shevchenko, she's already got a UFC flyweight championship to her credit, and she will look to bolster her legacy yet again here tonight.
Not only is she one of the best, she's one of the nastiest. Who has a gun tattoo on the side of their hip, and she goes out there and she's got that thing loaded. That gun to me symbolizes the right hand and the right kick of Valentina Shevchenko. She's diverse. She's a great counter striker. She sets traps beautifully, and if you overextend or you attack too quickly, she will finish you on the feet, and she can also finish you on the ground. Just a phenomenal mixed martial artist is Valentina Shevchenko. And if she gets a first-round knockout tonight, DC has agreed to get that gun tattooed on his midsection. It won't show under the fat.
Well, she is about as accomplished a submission specialist as we have in this division, and candidly, not many women are able to stand up to that type of challenge.
It's very difficult to try and fight a specialist in the position that they are so good at getting you to, because it's her ability to trick you into grappling with her that makes her so special. And when you're on step 2 of a jiu-jitsu exchange, she's already graduated.
Right.
School's already out of session by the time you're ready to go into the classroom. Because the moment you leave any limb hanging, you leave the arm down, arm bar is already thrown up on you. You get too low on her hips, she throws up the triangle choke. If you get too high with your body, she'll be rolling knee bar, ankle lock, leg lock. It does not matter. There are just so many submissions in her arsenal that you are constantly in danger.
School's out for summer champ. We'll see how quickly she can get this fight to the ground tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 23 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 12 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Julianna, the Venezuelan Peña. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta.
You ready?
So another big moment for the sick jiu-jitsu rep Julianna Peña, now training out of Chicago, Illinois, the longtime Washington State native. Still one of the best bantamweights in the world. Confidence was not shaken after the fight against Valentina Shevchenko. Julianna Peña, still a fighter who many believe will work her way into a UFC title fight before her career is said and done. Well, she's showing you her full striking development here as she goes to that left hand.
She's showing that she can do everything tonight in the octagon.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling. Great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Peña's going for a choke here.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Oh, her ground and pound is downright scary. In constant pursuit of the finish. Might get it.
She does a really good job of throwing punches with intent. She never just throws just to be thrown. Every punch is meant to land, and every punch is meant to start a finish. Big punch land. Ooh.
Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
Nice combination there by Shevchenko, punctuates it with the kick, and if you're gonna stand and trade with Shevchenko, Better tighten up that defense.
Yeah, but that's usually what she does. She's very good at mixing it up and leaving you with a kick at the end. I think back to her fight with Holly Holm. I thought that was one of her greatest performances. Another beautiful takedown.
With 90 seconds to go in round one. Oh, Peña's going for a choke.
Now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position. There it is.
All right, so next round is underway, and perhaps she's a little bit frustrated that she didn't get the finish in that previous round, but gotta think she goes back to the submission round.
Yes, she has to go back to the submission. She did such a great job of putting herself in the finishing position that she has to go and attack her again.
Shevchenko gets touched by that kick there. Well, she's landed some good shots, but kind of point fighting a little bit, right? Nothing in terms of combinations.
And that's the problem. When you start point fighting and you're jabbing and it's landing, if your opponent's landing this double leg shot.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition game.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, keeping busy here off of her back. Nice offense from the bottom. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautifully.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
All right, she's got her in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the bottom fighter, nothing advantageous about it.
It's not a good position to be in when you're in the bottom position. You got to try to force some sort of improvement. You got to force some sort of action that will allow you to return to you.
Peña's looking for that arm triangle now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Shevchenko gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. So we pull up the numbers here. 45 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Shevchenko. Well, and more often than not, when it's been thrown, it has landed, DC, landing at a 70% clip tonight against Valentina Shevchenko. They continue to exchange.
Nice, low single takedown.
How about that reversal by her there, champ?
That is a fantastic transition by this young lady. What a job.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so the ground and pound strikes continue to land. She's not staying busy for the sake of it. She is doling out damage.
She's landing a lot of punishing ground and pound. And this is going to really zap her opponent as they get back to the feet.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Oh, that's a nice job by her there to reverse the position on the ground.
She was in trouble. Now she is the one handing out the punishment.
Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest level. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
All right, so here we go with our next round, DC, and she is right back in it after that huge takedown. She was on the wrong end of some striking exchanges, but of course wrestling the great equalizer.
It is the great equalizer when you can get to the legs. She was on the bad end. It was going south for her very quickly, but the moment she got to the takedown position, she was able to throw herself into her opponent. High amplitude takedown, big slam. It was truly amazing to see.
Oh, she's got the full mount now, DC. Her ground and pound is fantastic, and maybe that'll open the door for a submission.
It will have to open the door, because if she rushes, she'll fall off to the side. In the top position, especially in the full mount, you've got to be very, very patient. You cannot rush. Everything needs to matter, because it won't take much. You're sitting on the person's chest or sitting on their hips, fully on top of them. It won't take many of the big ground strikes. Take your time. Find your submission. She needs to do that. Punch, punch, punch. When her opponent gets desperate, latch onto an arm, go and attack that arm bar.
Oh, pretty good job there, posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Peña's looking for that arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, nice job, nicely done. Shevchenko's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh, that's a beautiful escape and reversal by her there.
Unbelievable sweep. She did a fantastic job of manipulating the weight to change the position.
Oh, Shevchenko with a beautiful 1-2 there. Now we'll see if she can follow it up, DC.
I mean, she's going to follow it up. That's what Valentina does. She's a sniper. She picks you apart. When you start to find comfort, Valentina puts you right back in an uncomfortable situation. When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Oh, pretty good entry here on the double leg takedown. No good. Oh, her knees are the business, man. And she is not just throwing one, right? We're talking about knees in bunches, and most of them have landed.
You don't generally see that. You don't see somebody throw so many knees back to back, but there is no threat of a takedown. She's taking full advantage of every weapon she has at her disposal.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
All right, so the fight goes the distance. You got to think she won over the judges with her takedown game tonight. Nearly every time she changed levels, she was able to get the fight down.
She got the fight exactly where she needed to be. She thought that she was the better grappler. What she did not anticipate was her opponent getting back to her feet so many times. But the commitment to wrestling, the commitment to getting the takedowns should have led her to a pretty convincing victory.
All right, it looks like the official decision is in. Yes, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision,